Quadradics, a series of videos on practice paper 1 for our prelim exams, September exams. Let's just get started. Here's the first question. It says, solve for x, and you're going to get 3 questions like this. You've got x squared equals 5x minus 4. Now the marks are here. I think they're here. You can see this one. They said 5 marks. It's usually 4 now. And this one's just 3. Now the 5 mark thing means, I probably have to use the quadratic formula. But this one, I think, factors. In fact, that's what we do. We put it in standard form, subtract 5x and subtract 4, and they give us a mark for that. Then we factor it. 4 times 1 gives me 4, but we need 2 negatives. And hey, there's 2 answers, x equals 4 and x equals 1. Now you could use the quadratic formula, but you don't want to. The next question, same thing. Put it in standard form. Multiply it out. Put the x squareds on one side. So we got x squared, and then we minus 3x, and it equals 0. Easier to move this stuff over here, and it's x squared minus 3x minus 3 on the right side that equals 0. Now, a is 1, b is minus 3, c is minus 3. So negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. You have to put this in. You can't just say quadratic formula. But you stick it into your calculator and you get 2 answers. 3,79, they like it as a decimal, or negative 0,79. I'm not sure why they don't allow this. 3 plus root 21 plus or minus root 21 over 2. There's your 2 roots. That looks like the answer to me, but they like the decimals. Now this last question, people usually get a couple of the marks or 3 of the marks, and then they just can't do the last part. I cannot figure out why. But it has something to do with not knowing what this inequality sign is here. But if we rearrange this equation and then factor it, let's try that. We make it minus 2x squared, then divide everything by negative 1. Change the sign of everything, but oops. We got to change the direction of this arrow when we divide by a negative 1. That's a bit of a trick. Then put down 2 brackets or use the quadratic formula. You'll get 2 answers. X equals minus 3 over 2. That will make it equal to 0. But we want to find out where it's bigger than 0. If you factor it, 2x times x is 2x squared, 3 times minus 1 is minus 3, and plus 3x minus 2x, it gives you 1x. You could put it in the quadratic formula and get these 2 roots here. But why is the answer x is less than minus 3 over 2, to the left of minus 3 over 2, but greater than 1? Why is that true? Well, all we have to do is think of this 2x squared plus x minus 3 as a happy parabola and draw it like this. When y is equal to 0, there's 2 solutions, 1 and minus 3/2. And where does it get positive? Where does y get positive? Anywhere to the left of minus 3 over 2. So that's your answer. X is less than minus 3 over 2. Or anywhere to the right of 1, anywhere greater than 1. Look at y getting positive. So that's the values of x that will be greater than 0, less than minus 3 over 2, or greater than 1. And there you go.